What you carry might be carrying you. You can't rest because you're still carrying what you never chose to keep. Not forward, but down. We often speak of burdens as things we hold, but sometimes it's what holds us. Thoughts, patterns, stories, objects that quietly shape the pace and path of our lives. Before I carry on, thanks guys for being here. Thanks for those who are subscribed, liking, commenting below, those who've already seen this video before the general public, and if you are seeing it for the first time, thank you. And let me know in the comments below if this energy exchange resonates with you, if you feel it. Claim it below in the comments and let me know what feeling it brings you. So let's spend the next 10 minutes gently unpacking what you've been carrying and explore what's ready to be set down, to be let go. You know, some people live in the storage closet. Some live in the drawers you avoid. Some live in the tension in your chest every morning. All these burdens live somewhere. The closet, the drawer, or in your chest. But most often, these burdens, we don't even realize we are carrying them. Because they've become normalized. They become woven into our peace, our posture, our perception. But just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's healthy. So ask yourself, what am I carrying that I never consciously chose? Years ago, I heard someone describe trauma like a backpack you didn't know you were wearing. At first, that felt dramatic, but then I started noticing the subtle weights, obligations. Felt it now. Stories I told myself about what I deserved. Items in my home that reminded me of who I used to be. I remember one afternoon in January, I looked around and I realized I had built a life around compensating for weight I didn't believe in anymore. That was the beginning of a release, not by force, but by permission. And that's the thing. Give yourself permission. You are more amazing than you ever know. We all are. And you don't need another video, a tarot reading, or anything else. You don't need to pay for anything. You just need to know you are amazing. Sure, if you want to, if you feel that call to use your money as an energy exchange, if it brings you something, if it helps you grow, understand, then do it. But if you use it as a crutch, you don't need it. Drop that stick. Anyway, he says falling over. We carry things on many levels, you know. Physically, objects, clutter, commitments. And then emotionally, guilt, shame, resentment. Energetically, we carry people-pleasing, performance, inherited roles. These layers of carrying build on top of each other until even rest feels heavy. If you've ever been on vacation but still couldn't exhale, you know what I mean. It's not about location, it's about liberation. And liberation begins with awareness. Let's try something very simple, shall we? Close your eyes if it's safe to do so. Take a breath and ask your body what feels heavy. Don't judge it, just notice it. Now ask, is this mine to carry, or did I inherit it? Place a hand in the area where you feel it and say, softly or in your mind, I see you, I thank you, and I release what no longer serves. Sometimes the most profound letting go starts in a whisper. Epictetus once wrote, people are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of things. Whilst you may be shaped more by belief than truth, whilst you carry may be shaped more by belief than truth, and when you shift that view, that weight lifts. Some things don't just weigh us down, they drag us backwards. The keepsake from a toxic relationship, the bank account built on burnout, the story that says you always mess it up. What you carry might just be keeping you in a past that's already ended. So what does it take to put it down? Not always a grand gesture. Sometimes it's just a simple decision to stop feeding it energy, to stop rehearsing the old narrative, to stop organizing your life around someone else's comfort, to simply say, that was then, and this is now, and here I am here. I'm just moving house now, and I opened a box sealed tight. It's been there for so long. I opened it expecting to find something important. Instead, it was filled with papers, journals, outdated electronics, and objects tied to memories I no longer needed to revisit. That box weighed heavy. Yet I hadn't touched it for years. That's when I realized some of what we carry we're not even using. We just never questioned why it was still with us. That box is going in the tip, not in anger, in release, with love. Because the space I'm freeing up isn't just physical, it's emotional. What if I redefined carrying? What if you carried? What if what you carried was chosen with care? And carry rest. Carry rituals that remind you of who you are. Carry softness in this hard world. Let your energy be shaped not by survival, but by stewardship. What you carry becomes your culture, your frequency, your field. Choose it with devotion. So, in reflection, what weight are you ready to acknowledge? Say something in the comments below. What are you ready to release? Not because it's bad, but because you've outgrown it. You don't need to carry the old story. You don't need to carry the inherited pressure. You don't need to carry that silent shame. You are allowed to put it down. And when you do, you might feel yourself, your true self, rise, don't fall. If you've carried on this far, thank you for being here. I appreciate that energy exchange, and I love you guys. Remember to add something in the comments if you've been here. I appreciate it. And remember, I love you. And your presence is already here. You and the lightness. You and the new space within. Let it carry you now. Take care, guys.